Okay, so my project objective is to add more lighting to my barbershop, and the light is about 720 watts, 86,400 lumens LED. The project has 7 milestones. The first milestone is to get the city permit, and I had to have it by August 2nd. So I had to put in a request about 2 weeks in advance. And just right after I received the permit, I asked for landlord's approval to re-innovate the space. I sent them an email and I received a go-ahead the same day of August 2nd. And the third milestone is receiving the light from Amazon, and it came in on August 5th. On August 10th, we were able to assemble the light, and that was the fourth milestone. And also on August 10th, one of the biggest milestone is electrical wiring. We were able to complete that. We were able to connect all the wires together, and then the day after, August 11th, we installed the light mounted on the ceiling, and August 12th we had our final inspection and testing by the city. Because of resource constraints, in this case particularly, we only had 2 people. There were only 2 pairs of activity that could be done in parallel. The first one was, as you can see, Nancy assembling the lights while I was covering the workstations with plastics. That's, you couldn't see, I forgot to take a picture for that. But the second parallel activities was unloading the tools from the back of my car to the shop and marking the mounting point for the light on the ceiling. And Nancy had in mind where exactly she wanted the light to be mounted. So on the top left of the screen is my risk analysis. I thought I had predicted almost all scenarios, but I overlooked one of the most important thing, that was personal safety and injury. So this project involves working with a ladder, climbing up height, and power tools, and then bare electrical wires. And I overlooked the personal safety in the planning process. So what happened was my knee got caught and scratched by a screw on the ladder, and it was bleeding a lot because I was wearing shorts. I should have worn jeans or something like that. And then as you can see, a typical pair of safety glasses and a medical mask were all I wore. It was not enough. There was a lot of dust got in my eyes, my nose, and my mouth, and it was not a healthy choice. But on the bottom left of the screen was where things went really well. We had smooth communication plans to make sure that all parties were well informed and everyone understood what was asked of them. Okay, so this was probably one of the biggest roadblocks throughout the entire project. The little I knew that the old light had 4 wires with different color. Of course, most of us know green is ground, white is neutral, black and red are hot wires, but there are only 2 wires on the new light, blue and brown, so no color matched. I had to do some research, so I was sitting up there on the ladder. I didn't even bother climbing down to the ground. So I was sitting up there, pulling out my phone, watching YouTube videos, Googling to make sure that I connect the correct wires together. So it really added a lot of time to the installation process. So it took longer than what I had anticipated, but the scope and the cost components of the quality triangle were not compromised. I understand that the human labor is a big part of the cost, but in this project, please allow me not to count my hours as a cost, because I did it for my own improvement and pleasure. Also, I had some big lag times between deliverables, for example, between established legitimacy and procurement. I had to wait about 400 hours. But as you can see, they were all accounted for in the Gantt chart. Okay, so two big lessons learned from this project. First one is brown wire on the new light should be connected to the black wire from the building side. Blue goes with white and green is ground as usual. I just needed to cover the red wire with electrical tape. And the second lesson was it would have been much better if I had two ladders and two more people. So four people in total to help hold the new light fixtures up against the ceiling so we could have it mounted on more easily. These LEDs are plastic on the outside and are very fragile. It might appear small in the picture, but the light is about 5.4 meters long and 2.4 meters wide. If we don't hold it up with care, gravity might just break it. Wrapping up, before is on the left, after is on the right, I consider this project as a hybrid project between both waterfall and agile. Each of the hexagon installment, as you can see in the picture on the right, was done individually. So it was an iteration. It only got better and better as we iterated. For example, we were able to attach the LED bars together to make the hexagon more properly, efficiently, and quickly after each time we do it. It was like going up the learning curve. Also, as we progressed in the project, we audited each step with the WBS. So we were using the WBS as a checklist to make sure that we were on the right track. At the end, we accomplished what we had planned for. We accomplished the scope, the targeted budget with just a little bit over time, and we are very happy about it.